Hello. My name is Kyle. I am not a YouTuber, but I do have a YouTube channel, as everyone probably does. And this is Last Gasp by Ashley, aka RVA Joker on itch.io. It is a game made in RPG Maker, and I'm also making a game in RPG Maker, so I wanted to give it a shot. I've played this game a few times during development, but now is sort of the full release, or sort of initial release, and it's added story mode, so I want to check out story mode, so let's give it a shot. Story mode takes you on a journey about finding inspiration in one's craft. Engage in smaller, randomized dungeon crawls to build a team to fight bosses outside of the run structure. Okay, so it looks like there's still... The quick play option was what was sort of existed before, which is the roguelike mode, and now it looks like we're going to do sort of roguelike-ish dungeons in order to build up our team and then fight bosses, which is a very cool idea. Not sure if I should be reading or not. I've never made a Let's Play before, but we're doing it. Currently, I am the Wanderer. And we're in Limbo. So this is presumably the hub world that we'll return to when we're done with the dungeon, I'm guessing. Dashing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we could save. Let's do that. Let's do it twice just to be sure. Level 1, the Writer's Depths. Let's give it a shot. So this is kind of the basic setup of the roguelike mode when it was in development. The sort of quick play mode. This is what I remember. It's a book. So if I remember correctly, inspirations are sort of like classes. So let's see, I have a choice between champion or heart. I suspect that heart has some either mage or support type element to it, so I'm going to grab that just in case we don't run into it later. Oh wait, here we go. Okay. So in this case, I'm gonna pick support just in case the other stuff I go with is more offense. When you gain a new inspiration, they are equipped with a role. This role gives the inspiration a specific stat spread and skills. Okay, so the roles are actually more like a class. You can mix and match these roles between inspirations. Okay. So inspirations are characters, so to speak. It's a book. The art and words resonate and a sense of warmth overtakes you. These both look cool as hell. Peerless or rival. Let's take rival. And then I will make sure that the rival is sort of the offense of my team right now. I have 2 potions and a magic water. And a scene. A scene is written for inspirations. A scene is a defining moment and it influences their stats. Let's equip a scene and see the difference. Characters have skills and tactics. Skills use SP and have a wide range of effects. Tactics use TP, which you gain 1 of each turn, and you can use it instantly. I like when turn-based RPGs let you do multiple things per turn or do something instantly, stuff like that. I think that's really cool. Kind of breaks up the feeling of the turn-based-ish. Alright, let's see what's going on. We have Heart and Rival. Heart has way more HP. because of the Guardian thing. A Protector and a Healer, boost to HP, defense, lowers offense, taunt party, healing, heroic aura. Let's see what those mean. Taunt all enemies to put the aggro on the heart, and I can heal. That makes sense. And then with the TP resource, I can heal the whole party for a bit, so that's cool. And then let's see what's going on with the rival. Avenger, high risk, high reward. Activate a specific buff to gain lifesteal at the cost of losing your own HP. Cool. I'm gonna put that sort of Infernal Soul thing on here because I feel like the rival kind of needs it. And then let's check out the rival skills. Avenger Stigma. At the cost of HP per turn, enter a powerful offensive state with an exclusive AoE and gain lifesteal. Once activated, it cannot be undone for the rest of the battle. That's cool. And then spend TP to do Overload, which is give the user plus attack and plus magic attack counters. Sounds Gucci to me. Gained another role in case I wanted to switch. If I didn't want to be Avenger, I could be an Apprentice, which every time they kill something, they get an experience counter. This raises every stat by 1 and raises the HP by 25. Wow, that's cool. It's only active while you have the role on. I don't even know how you do that in RPG Maker, but I'm not going to use that yet. Maybe I'll put it on the third person I get. Alright, let's go. So let's just see a baseline of how much the heart can do with their default attack. Okay, so rival is definitely, you can feel that the rival is definitely stronger. When a character survives an ordeal, they gain their legend. This legend is what separates inspirations from each other, as they all have different effects. Okay, so inspirations are like characters, and they all have a unique legend. When the heart survives an ordeal, their legend gives a flat 50% damage reduction to the entire party. Sounds good to me. Let's just do a regular attack. We found gold, we found a potion. Man, the rival really has low max HP. But let's go risky and see what the Avenger Stigma is like. And let's also try to keep the rival alive while we do that. Let's see, does the default attack feel any different? Yes, okay. It was like 142 before, and now it was like 218-ish, so I like that. Now we have Wrath. Okay, so if we choose to do Wrath, we will lock ourselves out of Avenger Stigma. I don't know what happens if you try to use Avenger Stigma when you're already in it. So it's a powerful magic attack, which means it uses the magic attack stat. But right now we don't even need it. Concepts are additional skills or tactics you can give your characters. Alright. So here the equipment screen is you have a role, you have a scene. Sorry, you have a role, you have 2 scenes and 2 concepts. That's what you have to sort of mix and match. A physical attack with lifesteal. I'm actually going to give that to the heart. Yeah. Yeah, they're not particularly any better at magic attack or regular attack, so why not? Cool. Dashing. Daredevil. Let's see what that's all about. Takes HP damage to boost damage output, large boost to HP. I'm gonna stick with what I have. Just because I understand it and have practice using it. There's a big boy. Let's get the taunt going. Let's get the Avenger Stigma going. I'm curious what is better, just healing myself or using the lifesteal, but I guess the obvious answer to that is that the lifesteal at least is hurting the enemy, so. Let's see how Wrath goes. It attacks everybody. Okay, it's really good. So it looks like we could either do one more fight and get out of here, or we could do 2 more fights and get 3 treasure chests. I think is probably the move. Let's set up Avenger Stigma again. Now, I haven't been paying attention to what the situation is with SP carrying over between battles or not carrying over between battles. I should probably pay more attention to that. Okay, so the healing yourself is definitely more powerful than the life drain, but that makes sense. That's how we do that. Got another concept. Got another concept. A very powerful single target magic attack or a physical attack that heals the party. That's cool. What is the rival? Okay, so the rival is better at physical attacks, so let's give that. And the other one, I don't think I need it right this second. Okay, so SP does not carry over, which means I should be a lot more careful with what I'm doing. Especially be careful with the taunt party, because it costs 15. Let's just fight these guys old school style, I think. Just save SP for now. Let's see what this is. Trailblazer, another role. Aggressive attacker based on fire counters. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna save this all until I get a 3rd person just to. Alright, now the party's recovered. This is a rest area. There's a shop, a desk, and a bonfire. The desk allows you to develop characters or draw inspiration. Which means either leveling up your party, that's developing characters, or gaining a new inspiration. Bonfire will let me save, so let's save. Alright, I want a 3rd person, so let's get a 3rd person. At your desk, you rally your thoughts, the memories, experiences, and stories you love coalesce, and a new inspiration is born. The anti-hero or the champion? I'm going to take the champion. Weapon Master, a Warlord, or an Enigma? I mean, Weapon Master I assume is very offense, but the other two I'm not sure. Let's take Enigma just to see what's going on with that. Enigma is a magic attacker and a debuffer. So we can see already our magic attack is 26, which is better than our physical attack. Gives enemies madness counters to weaken and boost own attacks. Alright, sure. Or we could swap it out for Trailblazer, Daredevil, or Apprentice. So the Apprentice is like, you kind of nerf yourself in the interest of getting stronger. Which is a cool idea, but I think for my first go at this, I'm not gonna mess with that. So, let's try Enigma, because it's nice to have a magic attacker. I need more scenes, and then this is perfect for the Enigmas to have energy burst. $140 gold left. So yeah, I think scenes makes more sense for us. We have plenty of roles and concepts we've gotten a couple. I think scenes and items. I can't afford a lot, but magic armor might be smart. I also kind of want the magic water, but let's get the magic armor. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. I'm worried about the rival dying a little bit. So let's get the rival magic armor. Now I have 60 gold remaining. I could spend it on items. Could spend it on one more magic water. Spend it on magic water. Alright, here we go. I'm thinking this is a boss. This is a boss. I do recognize this one from the playtesting. I don't really remember how it works. I think one of them is like attack and defense, and the other one is magic attack and magic defense, but I don't remember for sure. I guess we'll start with a taunt. Let's enter Avenger Stigma. And let's see, a weak magic attack that has a chance to give the target a madness counter. A magic attack that doubles the damage if the enemy has a madness counter. That makes sense. Magic attack that poisons the enemy if they have 2 madness counters. And a powerful but expensive magic attack. Okay, so we're really like rolling the dice with this because it's only a chance for them to end up with a madness counter, but let's try it. Okay, power entity and magic entity. I don't know if that means I shouldn't hit the magic one with magic attacks, so let's try this. 49. And they do have a madness counter, but it's ticking down, so you have to be kind of quick. Let's keep our healer tank alive. So I don't want to do this, I guess, because it's going to lock out Avenger Stigma for the rest of the battle, but I was considering using Wrath just to see how the magic attack treats the 2 enemies differently. But I don't want to lose Avenger Stigma, so I guess I'm going to attack the magic entity. Alright. Let's hit you with this. That does double damage. Which in this case is 232. Uh-oh, healer's dead. That's not good. Do we think that the potions revive? There is a glossary you can use, which is interesting. Or do dispel herbs revive? Because death is kind of like a status effect when you think about it. Let's try it. Nope. Let's overwhelm again. Alright, maybe I should not be an Avenger Stigma, considering I'm gonna lose HP all the time. Oh, okay, this is not. Might as well see if potions revive. They don't. Alright, so you gotta be really careful with HP. I don't think I'm getting out of here alive. Oh, okay, cool. So there, once you earn enough TP, you can like guarantee that people get madness counters. And madness also is like a minus all stats type of thing. Probably gonna die, so I might as well just go all out. Yeah. We are taking back to Limbo. Hello. Let's save in a new file. The easiest way to not take damage is to defeat enemies quickly. You gotta play aggressive. Yeah. Let's go to the Rider's Depths. See who we get this time. Peerless or Partner? Partner. Give me Guardian. I like to make sure that there's a support person. Look who it is. Okay, let's do Hero this time. And then I don't remember what the Trailblazer was, but let's try it. Gained Cleric's Will. Partner is a protector and healer. Okay, similar stuff to the heart. Or no, maybe my heart did have Guardian last time. I don't remember what their role was called. And then Trailblazer is the one that makes fire counters. Okay. Let's see. Alright, well, let's keep you alive. Alright, back in the dungeon. Didn't mean to press that, but Guardian's also good. Give the entire party a fire counter, which boosts your attack and magic defense. That's gonna be when we get enough TP. Okay, so Ash's damage scales based on how many fire counters you have. And this has a chance to burn. I probably should have read what that said. Okay, so the unscaled Ashes with no fire counters was actually weaker than my default attack, so that's good to know. It makes sense to use TP as soon as you get it, or make sure you use all your TP before the battle's over, because the TP doesn't carry over between matches, right? So I should always heal with this when I have the opportunity. Okay, the partner's default attack's not that bad. I think I have a fire counter now. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, it was definitely stronger that time. Give another party their legend. Another party member. Let's just heal. Now, I'm not sure if there's a reason to fight this guy, if there's like a reward or not. Assist. Give TP to an ally. Okay. So these guys again. I think it's best to conserve SP for the partner. Spend 1 TP and give that 1 TP to an ally. Okay. I could see myself maybe using that to get the heal sooner. Oh right, you have to kill the enemy to get the fire counter. You don't just get it automatically. That makes sense. So this will probably kill this guy. Nope. Wrong. Okay, so Searing Slash is a lot more powerful than the default Ashes. Let's make sure we use our TP to heal up. So something I've been thinking about with my own game that I'm making in RPG Maker is how to prevent people from prolonging battles just because they want to use the healing spells over and over again. But I feel like if you make the enemies strong enough attack-wise, it's not worth doing that, because the amount of damage you'll take by leaving someone alive is not worth trying to heal yourself. But that's just something I've been thinking about, because a friend of mine was playtesting an early prototype of my game, and then he was trying to prolong battle to heal himself over and over again, because the healing skill couldn't be used outside of battle. But I feel like when I play this, I don't feel any sort of temptation to do that, because I kind of just want to get out of battle, because enemies do crazy stuff like that. Soon we'll have that TP. Or I could even speed that process up. Party heal. Maybe even regular heal. So yeah, I've been using controller, and I'm not sure with the controller if there's a way to know what these icons mean, but with the mouse you can mouse over, which is handy. They're burnt, and they also have fire counters, I guess, of their own to buff themselves. You can't use tactics 2 turns in a row. That was something that was mentioned. This rat is stronger than I thought it would be. Alright, so I'm thinking that there is no revive item. So keep that in mind. Reckless if I want to decrease my defense. Sure. I'm scared about it, but I'll do it. Okay, so we could do an optional battle here to get a thing, optional battle here, or we could just do a battle here and leave. But I do think we should get at least one treasure chest. I will say I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of Trailblazer, although I like giving things burn. But I might switch when I get another roll. I might switch. Partner could use some help. Heating up. Yeah, let's give the party some fire counters. Okay, that made Ashes a lot better. Recklessness. That's the one I already have, right? I could do it again and make my defense even lower. Sure, let's go all in. Could also use a potion. Potentially. But also, if I survive this battle, we're gonna get healed, so... They're buffing themselves. Just use a regular attack. When the hero survives an ordeal, their legend cleanses all ailments on the party, and if a party member is inflicted with an ordeal, it immediately activates their legend. All party members gain 1 TP, and any tactics cooldown is removed. Cool. Perfect for using this heal right now. Party has recovered, which does not bring their SP all the way to 100, which is worth noting. Let's save again. See, now, I don't know if, like, tactically it's better to not get the third character and just invest in the characters you have, but I'm still gonna go for the third character. There's the Peerless. There's the Rival. Let's try Peerless. Daredevil, Warlord, and let's try Warlord. Maybe it's like tanky. Okay, yeah. So aggressive tank that uses blood counters to attack. Man, I really don't have a lot of equipment. Do I really want to spend money just to get a different role? Or I just remove it and I'm like, rollless? But I don't know if that's good. That's not a good idea. See, I have 175 left. Yeah, there's no revive item. You can sell stuff, though. That would have been better on the last run. Do I want a whole new role? They're very expensive. But the Parasite has lifesteal, which might be good with a high attack and low defense. Magic attacks, the aggressive tank, the magic attacker, the madness counters. I like the madness counters. Let's try the Parasite, even though I'm really using all my money. So now we're gonna have a Parasite. Hopefully the Parasite uses physical attacks. Alright. Save it again. Let's try again. Okay, I've never seen this before. I'm guessing, based on the design, that maybe it has like high defenses. Let's taunt just to kind of buy us some time. Physical attack that has 50% lifesteal. If, as it stands, I could do it 7 times. So let's try to alternate. Okay, this person also has a taunt. And actually, this is the better person to be taunted, not the partner. So for now, let's attack. The boss just did an extra attack on me. We gotta start healing. Let's see. Can give the whole party a lifesteal effect. That'll be good. I could also just give one of my TP to partner. Let's do that. And we'll drain strike just to like top ourselves off on HP. Once the other taunt is done, I'm gonna use this taunt. Okay. And after I use Battle Hungry, I'll be able to spend the blood counters. That was very powerful. Let's use this. Should I heal myself? Just to be extra cautious? Let's do regular attack. When the Peerless survives an ordeal, they gain a skill called No Equal. Once activated, the Peerless gains a huge stat boost buff and has a turn with 2 actions. Sounds good to me. This round you will have 2 actions. Can only be used once per legend. So what if I do this, get the blood counters? Oh, I only got 2 blood counters. Oh, okay, so it's a random 1 to 3. Okay, so I got 2. Maybe I save the no equal for the next turn? Pretty much use the heroic aura every time you can. Still kind of in danger. So maybe I'll just use one of these potions. Because I really don't want the partner to die, especially not early. I could give everyone the life steal. And then that didn't use my turn, so now I can just use a regular attack. But not that I really have any HP to heal. Alright, I could taunt with this guy now. Lifesteal to kind of top off a tiny bit. Just keep attacking. See, now as it currently stands, I don't have anyone who's like super powerful. Keep ourselves alive, and then I feel like we might as well do that. I still have lifesteal on everybody, so I might as well just attack. Okay, the legend has ended, which means I've lost the, I should have used that thing when I had it. But I can use blood rage now. I might just need to keep healing. Just to be safe. Still have one more turn of the lifesteal. I'm gonna give my TP to partner just to keep using that heal over and over again. Let's taunt. Alright, I feel like I can spare at least one turn for the partner to punch him. This is also a punching sort of turn. Alright, no equal. Let's get my blood counters. Okay, yeah, they're definitely stronger. But we gotta keep them alive. I'm like loaded up with TP on the hero. Let's give everybody lifesteal. Not quite sure why I can't do this. Because I'm in blood rage right now, and maybe that means that you can't do other stuff. That was a really good attack. But I think because they're taunted onto them, they're like really aggressively taking down the Peerless. So let's just be extra safe. Take advantage of the lifesteal. Okay, now let's use no equal. And attack. And now we have an extra turn. Let's gain some of that. Let's attack again. The taunting strategy, I think, is working well here by just having them focus on the Fearless. Alright, I think I lost my Blood Rage, so let's get that back. Oh, I lost the taunt too. That's the problem. Hero is definitely going to die if I don't do something. But we see the turn order in the top right. Everyone's going to have a chance to go. And partner's out of SP, so we got to start using potions from now on. I'm gonna taunt probably, but just in case they have some sort of AoE, I feel like I have to use a potion. Let's taunt, because the Peerless can take it. The hero has the recklessness on it, so the defense is super weak. Alright, hopefully this battle ends soon, because I gotta start using potions more and more. This whole thing relies on the Peerless. If the Peerless dies, I'm pretty much screwed. Let's see. Get the blood tokens. Let's transform into a powerful attacker and get our HP. They pretty much undid it instantly by attacking us. We are out of potions, but we could give SP back to partner. Give everybody lifesteal again. I don't know if Drain Strike is stronger than the average punch. It might be. Let's taunt. It's not looking great as my resources are dwindling. If this really is stronger than a regular punch, then I think I need to keep using this. Let's get some blood counters in here. There we go. Thank God the Fearless didn't die. Party has slightly recovered. That was pretty good, slight recovery. Alright, back to the old grind. I haven't been able to figure out who of these has less HP, but let's assume it's the Lost Flame. Let's try to conserve SP for now. Wow, okay. I'm thinking these guys probably have low defense, and that's why the hero's high attack is really coming through. Alright, didn't have to use any SP. Now we have access to 2 treasure chests. So it would be a fool's errand to go this way, when one more battle this way would give me a treasure chest. Magic attack with a chance for frostbite. I want to give the rush to you because you have good physical attack. Could give you Chilling Wind. I don't really want to like use SP a lot though, but yeah, maybe for that reason alone, I'll give it to the Peerless. And they're still equal on magic attack and regular attack. Let's do this and get a treasure chest. I could heal, but I'm really nervous about using SP. Let's see how the rush feels. Yeah, it's really good. Also, I guess the hero has Parasite, I think, which means they have lifesteal all the time, which makes that rush really effective. That wasn't great. Hopefully they revive after this. Let's see. Don't need multiple people dying on me. So Frostbite is negative, minus magic attack and minus defense. So good for setting up the hero. Oh wait, but the hero's dead, so setting up the hero right now is not very important. Let's heal back up. Yeah, the hero being dead is a huge problem. Let's do the no equal. Let's attack. Let's attack again. I was really hoping that was going to kill him. Damn, this is not a great situation. Always remember to check for heroic aura. Hope this treasure chest is worth it. Not really any reason not to get the blood counters, especially because it's plus all stats. Alright, what do we get? We got a different role. Oh, it's a second warlord. So second tank. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's move on. So I'm guessing that that's like an elite enemy on that corner, and I'm frankly way too scared to fight that. Oh, but you gotta fight 3 battles if you go this way. Oh god. 3 regular battles or a battle and then elite? I'll try 3 regular battles, I guess, but the hero's like dead for real. And yes, the parasite always has lifesteal. Jeez Louise, okay. I don't think I'm gonna survive. Do I really use up like all my SP doing this, or just to be safe? Should be able to kill the flame in like roughly 2 hits, although not anymore because they're just gonna heal. Could use no equal. Just to make sure that this dies. Just lower its defense with the frostbite. I don't know if we're gonna make it, folks. The rat always has a little more HP than I think it's going to. The fact that we're not taunting right now is probably for the best. Just to like disperse the damage. I haven't really been able to memorize what the enemy's patterns are or what they're capable of, but I do remember that this bird healing, so I feel like we need to take down the bird. Gotta remember to do the blood counters because it raises my stats, and now let's do no equal so we can attack twice. Yeah. Gained a scene, wedding ring. Raising SP, that would be good on the partner, I think. The party is like battered and beaten currently. still think not taunting is the move for now. It might be over. We have one potion. I probably should be more proactive about, like, using the dispel and stuff like that. Just give partner some SP back. Yeah, I don't think I could do this without the partner. It's maybe the last stand. Yeah. I think it was written on the wall, I think. Alright, and we are back to the hub, and I'm gonna save. Did a lot better that time than the first time. It is tough, but I am getting the hang of it, and it's a very cool game. Check it out if anyone's actually watching this, which is probably not likely because I'm not a YouTuber. The game is called Last Gasp. You can find it on itch.io. Let's run some laps around the track. Anyway, yeah, this game is really cool. This game is like a big inspiration for me because I'm also working with RPG Maker. I've also always wanted to design an RPG, and like, honestly, this one is a lot of my same design sensibilities of what I'm looking for in like a quick bite-sized RPG, rather than having to like play some 70-hour thing. You can kind of just jump straight into this, which is really cool, and you get to really do the party build crafting really fast. So awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna make any other videos, but I just wanted to get my experience recorded for this, just to kind of show my thought process in the battles. So anyway, awesome. Thank you for watching.